Man, the software, for anybody that's on the fence for the software, switch. It is worth the headache, it is worth the time.
Hey guys, welcome back to another, I'll call these the interviews with the students, people who come back to our training. This is Gerhard, we just call him Top, it's a fellow Marine here. Top is back for a second round of training, but unlike the first round, he was learning 2 softwares. This time you're learning just 1. So
thank God.
Yeah. How was that process coming back and transitioning from, you have how many years with your laser already?
4.
4 years with Inkscape and EasyCAD. So if anyone's going to understand those pain points of using 2 softwares, bringing things back and forth, how was it? Like, we're at the end of the week almost. What did you think of the software?
Man, the software, for anybody that's on the fence for the software, switch. It is worth the headache. It is worth the time. I was showing the instructor, I still have all my notes from the original class. And we're going back and we're looking and I'm like, look, 20 steps just to do a daggone pattern. Yeah. And then you get on Lightburn and it's like 30 seconds. And man, I was like, oh God, I can't believe this.
What was I waiting for? Right.
And so, I mean, the amount of time that it's going to save me creating outlines, getting graphics in, getting the customer's product done is incredible.
And I think that's something we don't really talk too much about is like there's a price that those people pay for your time, right? It's not just, my laser time, it's also design time. And if you can speed that process up or increase that workflow just to make it quicker, I'm sure at the end of the day, it's about money for you, right? So,
hey, absolutely.
And to the customer. I mean, instead of taking 2 hours, it took me 20 minutes, right? It makes a big deal. So.
Yeah, hey, money talks and bullshit walks, brother.
Right, I agree, 100%, 100%. So coming back to training the second time, like how, to feel like an old hat that you put on or?
It was nice because, coming in Monday, seeing all the old faces again, and it was like, hey, and it was nice to, everyone remembers you, everyone's there for you. I can't tell you how many times I've called Aaron for help, even Anthony, asking him for help on stuff, after I left the class 4 years ago. And so it was nice coming back, and it was good to see the machines. I mean, the machines you guys got now are incredible. Yeah. I still have my good old trusty Gen 1.
G1. Yeah. Let's go. Hey,
you're
an OG, man.
You can call me an OG. But even with the new stuff you guys got, the multiple lenses that are on these new machines and everything else, it's pretty impressive.
Yeah, and we go through a lot of, in the training, we talk a little bit about processes and workflow. I think you and I were talking about setting up your laser for, a 300, a 200 millimeter, 110, just to help with that workflow. If I need to dig quickly, I can quickly swap a lens, and the software comes right along with me, easy to swap out between the different lens sizes. I think that's something it's another pain point. We're on EasyCAD. I'm opening another instance of EasyCAD and making sure my correction file, my core file is in there correctly, and Lightburn kind of solves a lot of that stuff. So.
Yeah, and then transferring the files. Now it's not just a PLT file. It's any file that you can bring in.
Add a note and save.
Yes. Hey, oh my God. Hey, it was funny because we were doing text and just instinctively Control K. And I was like, oh, wait a minute, I don't have to do that.
Control Z, let me back out. I don't have to Control K. Okay, good.
So, yeah.
Old habits, but I mean, it's good that and that's the thing I think people too don't understand is like if you've already got Inkscape or Illustrator or whatever you've been designing in, Lightburn's not that different. You know what I mean? It's still all your creation toolbar and all your alignment tools. I mean, they're just in a little bit different spot, but it's still, relatively easy software to grasp. You know what I mean?
It's way more user-friendly than Inkscape. Yeah. Way more user-friendly than EasyCAD. I like it. I'm a believer in it. Well worth the money. Well worth the money.
That's awesome.
Especially for the headache and time.
So what is it? We probably should have done this at the beginning, but what is it that you do?
So I own Bloodstripe Armory, a gun store in Pearland, Texas, just south of Houston. I do a lot of gunsmithing. I do sell some stuff, a lot of transfers, like every other store does. A lot of my stuff is customization and gunsmithing. You'd be surprised how many people have broken guns.
Right? They think it's easy.
Yeah. Or you got the one that's hey, oh man, my friend, he watches video on YouTube, calls himself a gunsmith. And
here's my 1911.
Yeah, here's his gun in a Ziploc bag, and you're like, I got you, man.
I got it. All right.
No big deal.
Yeah. That YouTube video doesn't show this part. Right?
Yeah, no, for sure.
Cool. So how long you been doing that? 4 years?
So I've been I've been running the store since 2016.
Okay.
I run it out of my house, so no overhead. I can pass the savings on to customers.
That's good. That's awesome. That's awesome, man. Well, tell everybody where you're at in Pearland, so if they need to get a hold of you or find you, or if they want to stop by, and what are your hours, or when you open? Is it by appointment only? What do I do? So
you can find I got a website, bloodstripearmory.com. So you can check out the website. Contact information is on the website. Everything I do is by appointment only, for obvious reasons. But I work all the time. So
I know you're a busy.
I'm
guy.
Always open.
You're busy, Top. I get it. What would you say to someone, on the other side of this camera who, one, maybe doesn't have a laser yet, right? Or two, has a laser and is unsure about training and the value of it? What would you say to somebody like that?
So I can initially say that I was very hesitant on whether I want to drop that amount of money for a laser and for the training, and was it going to be worth it for my business, right? Because that's a large investment. It really is.
Yeah.
It's like buying a new milling machine or something like that. It has been well worth the money. It has paid itself already in the amount of customers I come in. But what I really want to say is, don't just think about this as guns, right? A lot of people get wrapped up, laser engraving guns, Glock frames, and slides, and this and that. I do more laser engraving on tumblers and pins, and I do valve tags for a valve company that sends all their valves in the oil field. Yeah. So every valve that's in there has a tag that I made on it that identifies the valve. Yeah, exactly, right? Yeah. And make a killing on that stuff. You really do. Yeah. But there's so much more out there to laser engrave than just guns, right? And that's where I think the biggest market is. If you can get into that, and the guys teach you, you guys talk about it all the time. Hey, don't just focus on guns. Right. Don't just focus on, the frames.
It's the cool part. Don't get me wrong. It's fun. It's the cool part.
Yeah, I mean, someone's paying me to play with their gun. I mean, come on. What could be better than that?
But there's so much more that the laser can do. And I know I talk about it. I know Jordan Anthony we talk about it in training. Like, just don't put your blinders on. There's a big world out there that this machine can mark on. And a lot of it is compliance markings. It's serial numbers and things like that, or dates and stuff like that. That's where all the easy money's at, for sure.
It is. It is. And it doesn't take you now. Well, before with EasyCAD and Inkscape, it was a little bit of time to make all the different numbers and serializations and everything else. But now with Lightburn, it's just like, oh my God.
Plus variable text, and you can just scroll them up by one number and do a big run. I mean, there's a lot of cool features in Lightburn to help with that process.
Exactly. I mean, I can crank out a tag from the time I get the serial number on the tag, get it into Lightburn now, and then have it ready to burn on the machine. I'm looking at like maybe 5 minutes. Yeah. And then it takes maybe another 2 or 3 minutes to burn. I'm less than 10 minutes into the tag, and it's a $5 tag. Yeah. And it's like,
and then if you get set up on big runs, it's just it's easy and quick. Yeah,
absolutely.
All right, Todd. Well, I appreciate you, man. I appreciate you sitting down and talking with us. Thanks for coming back. I mean, it's good to see you as always. Yeah. If you guys want to know more about our lasers or our training, you can look us up on www.salasers.com, or you can call us here at the shop, 1-888-964-3568. Come be part of the family, man. It's good to see you again, Todd. For real.
You too.
All right, guys. Till next time. See you.